Ever wondered why America seems to be a target for some groups around the world? Today I'm diving into a question that's both complex and often misunderstood. What motivates some Islamic extremists to attack Americans? First, let's clear the air. Most Muslims around the world are peaceful, and these attacks are carried out by a tiny fraction who twist religious teachings for their own goals. This isn't about Islam as a whole, so let's keep that in mind as we dig in. For some of these groups, it starts with history. After World War II, the United States became a major power in the Middle East. Military bases, economic deals, and political alliances. To some, this looked less like partnership and more like interference. Then there's America's support for governments in the region that some locals see as corrupt or oppressive. These alliances have bred resentment, especially when ordinary people feel their voices aren't heard. Now, let's talk about culture. Many extremists see Western culture, movies, music, even fast food, as a threat to their values and traditions. To them, America isn't just a country, it's a symbol of everything they're fighting against. For some, attacking Americans is a way to defend their religion and culture, even if their interpretation is extreme and violent. Religion does play a role, but it's complicated. Leaders of these groups often cherry-pick verses from Islamic texts to rally followers, framing their fight as a holy war, a jihad. But mainstream Islamic scholars and the vast majority of Muslims reject this violent interpretation. Still, for those in isolated or war-torn regions, this kind of messaging can be convincing, especially when mixed with anger over real-world problems like poverty or foreign occupation. Let's not forget politics. When people feel powerless, ignored, or occupied, some turn to violence as a way to send a message. Groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS have openly said their attacks are a response to U.S. military actions in the Middle East. They want to drive the U.S. out, disrupt alliances, and get their message on the world stage. It's a tangled web. History, politics, culture, and extreme interpretations of faith, all mixed together. But at its core, it's about power, frustration, and a deep sense of injustice. Sometimes real, sometimes imagined. Understanding these motivations doesn't mean agreeing with them, far from it. But the more I learn, the more I see that real solutions start with understanding, not just headlines. Thanks for sticking with me. See you next time.